getting into this episode of GH, Lulu was on freaking fire today. I was loving it. Like Lulu was not playing no games. And I can't say I blame her. You know what I mean? Like a parent looking for their child, they will go to war with anybody they gotta go with, you know, to get to their kid. I can't blame her, but I do. However, I do agree with Carly. Lulu needed to tone it down because the way Lulu banged on that desk, she even shook Carly up a little bit. Carly was a little shook by it. But my thing is, she need to slow her roll a little bit because she talking about burning down the WSB and all this, that, and the third. I'm like, girl, relax. Like, you got to be rational in your thinking and the way you handle business. Because at the end of the day, the WSB is not an organization you want to go toe to toe with. They got a lot of resources. Lulu can't match up to those resources, so she might want to tone it down just a smidge, like just calm down. Um, but I get it though. She was, she looking for her daughter. I can't even blame her for her anger. I cannot blame her for it. But she just got to handle it better and get her emotions in check. You don't want to piss off the wrong people. Um, it was sad when Carly had to tell her about Bobby's death and what's been going on with Nina and Valentine the last couple years and the fact that Nina was married and divorced to Sonny. I feel like that whole marriage divorce thing between Nina and Sonny was so dumb. It was like they were literally married for 5 minutes. It was like you blink, you missed it. It was like, what the freak was the point of them getting married? If they were just gonna get divorced that fast, like that's insane. Um, like she didn't even get to change her address. She didn't even get to change penthouses yet, and they were just divorced. I'm like, well, damn. Um, I kind of wanted to see like what a Sunny Nina marriage would look like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a year, here we are 1 year later. They would have been married a year now. They were married probably for all of barely 2 months. Like that don't even make no sense. That should be a world record. Um, but I was super happy when Lulu and Maxie finally linked up and started chatting, and she was kind of bringing her up to speed about some of the stuff that's been going on in her life. Um, but I get where Lulu coming from, where Dante is concerned. But at the end of the day, she got to stop thinking that Dante hates her because of what happened to Sam, or he gonna look at her differently or whatever. I don't think so. I mean, he feels a whole bunch of emotions right now. I feel like her and Dante need to have a sit down at some point, and they need to, have a conversation one on one. Not nothing too heavy, but he need to get his feelings out. They really do need to have a talk. But I'm glad Maxie and Lulu are finally reunited. Um, Having those two back together again, oh, it's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be some mess. Um, when Maxie had to tell her a little bit about that Peter stuff, and I know Lulu head is just spinning with all this information because I know mine would. Like they would just give me a straight up migraine with all this info. After a 4 year coma, you find out, oh, these two got married and divorced. This one dead, that one dead, this one dead, this one missing. I'm like, well, damn, this one was engaged. Like that's a lot. That is a lot. Like, and to think about it, when everybody tell her all this stuff that's been going on, it's crazy that all of this has been going on in the last 3 and 4 years. Like, a lot has changed. Um, and it's crazy to even think back on all of this stuff. Because the Peter stuff feels like it was so long ago, but yet it wasn't. It's like, damn. Like, before they mentioned Peter's name, I forgot all about Peter. I had totally forgot about Peter until they mentioned him. I'm like, damn, like, it's been that long. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm trying to figure out Jack Brennan. Like, I'm really trying to figure him out in terms of what's going on between him and Carly. Because when he told Colette that Carly has some use, he has some use for her, I was trying to think, like, is he actually using her, or he just saying that to Colette to throw Colette off to make her not ask questions about, you know what I'm saying? Because if he don't if he say the wrong thing to Colette, she gonna start thinking he got feelings for Carly. Maybe he don't want Colette to know that he does. Maybe him saying that was just his way to throw her off the scent, so she won't ask all these little questions about his personal life. Maybe. Or maybe it's both. Like, maybe he does genuinely have feelings for Carly, but he's using her for something at the same time. Who knows? One never knows with Jack Brennan. But his plan to find Valentine and Charlotte was actually damn ingenious. It was brilliant, because I do agree with him. What teenager is not going to want to have an online presence? At some point, Charlotte's going to want to get on some type of social media platform to see what's going on with Port Charles or her mom, or, you know what I'm saying? She's going to want to do something online. She's going to want to leave some type of digital footprint. So I totally agree with him that Colette needs to, find out if Charlotte is somewhere on social media somewhere. That's a good way to start. Brilliant way. At this point, I wouldn't blame Brennan if he wanted to throw Valentine to the wolves at this moment, because I feel like Valentine, as far as his connection with the WSB, clearly is causing more trouble than it's worth. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why Brennan would want to cut ties at this point, because it's becoming a problem. For him, for the organization, it's becoming an issue. So I don't blame him on that front. Because I would want to cover my ass too. You know what I mean? Like, cut loose anything that's going to be detrimental to me. Like, absolutely not. Cut it off. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't blame Curtis. I'm all here for Curtis's plan to take over the company, screw Michael over in the process. I don't blame him for it, because at the end of the day, Michael wants revenge on Drew, which I'm all for. He should get it. And I think he will. But I don't trust his motives when it comes to the company. You know what I'm saying? Is Curtis going to be CEO? Or is he going to find a way to double cross him too? You know what I'm saying? You never know. So I don't blame Curtis for trying to have a plan B and look out for himself, because I would be doing the same exact thing. So I can't fault him for that. Now, you can't fault him for that at all. And it was kind of funny how Portia was like, oh, we don't need the company in order to... No, you don't need the company. Like, you don't need it. So I don't blame Curtis for wanting it. Because at the end of the day, he did start the wellness division. So, he's been spearheading that division. So I don't blame him for not wanting all his hard work to go to waste. So if him and Jordan and Portia and all them could pull this off, I say, why not? I can't fault Curtis. I really hope he gets the W on this one. I really hope Curtis gets a win. I hope he could pull this off. That would be pretty cool. Because I want him to win more and more, especially after Drew's conversation with Nina today. I really want Curtis to win this. Because at the end of the day, Drew just further proves that he's a punk ass. He's a coward. This man is literally hiding behind Nina's skirt. And I'm glad Nina was pissed at him for pushing Curtis to the side. And now he wants Nina to be the one to tell Curtis basically that he's not going to run the company and he's still going to run the wellness division. That was a punk ass move. That was a punk ass move on Drew's part. That was like such a cowardice move. I'm like, dude, this is how you moving? For somebody that's supposed to be your friend, this is how you do them? Like, why not just be a man about it and just let Curtis know, hey, I feel like Michael should be the CEO because he got more experience. But you can still obviously run the wellness division. We still value you. I'll even give you a raise, something. Like, you could have went and had a man-to-man conversation with him instead of leading him on and leading him to believe he was going to be the permanent CEO. Like, this some cowardice shit. That's why I'm all Team Curtis right now on this hostile takeover. I'm here for it. I'm here for it because Drew, he just finds new ways to be despicable. And I really wish Nina would get the hell away from him. And I hope Nina don't agree, like, oh, I'll talk to Curtis, then fine. I'll do it for Michael and Willow's sake. Like, Nina, you better not. You better not. Drew is such a snake. Like, if he could snake his own best friend, what you think he would do to you? Like, he don't care nothing about you. He don't care nothing about you. I hate the way they write in Drew. I really do, because that this character is completely different from the original version of him, and I'm just like, damn, like look how far he's fallen. Pathetic ass. Um, I am super happy though that things are developing between Jordan and Isaiah. I am so happy about that because I think Jordan needs a relationship in her life. Like I'm tired of her just walking around, giving out advice to people and being a deputy mayor. Like that lady need a personal life. Like she really do. And I feel like Isaiah could be that for her. So I'm glad he's sticking around and he signed that new fat contract that she landed him. Um, so hopefully this all works out because I want to see some more movement in her relationship with him. Um, so anyway, moving on from that, I ain't gonna lie to you. Anna needs to be removed as police commissioner. She really does. Anna is crossing the line. That chick really need to be moved. She don't need to be a police commissioner anymore. Like she's literally working with a mob enforcer, got him grabbing up a lawyer and threatening said lawyer for information. Like this is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I really hope Martin finds a way to, get her fired because she's completely crossing the line. Like, this is what I'm talking about with Anna. She can't have one foot in the PCPD and one foot in the mob. Like, you just can't. It's all or nothing. Which one is it? Because she was so self-righteous when she was going after Sonny. But yet here you are working with Jason and making threats towards a lawyer as if you're not even a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even working with your own department on this. And Anna knows good and well she not working with the PCPD because she trying to cover up her mess. Because if it ever came out that she let Valentine run, it should be a wrap for her career. It definitely should be a wrap for her. Like, I'm not liking this version of Anna because I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Making threats and all that. Man, please, if I was Martin, I would have found a way to record that whole conversation with her, or I would find a way to get her removed at the very least. I ain't gonna lie, Carly is playing with fire at this point with Jack Brennan. Like, homegirl is the Lulu. Like, when she went to Jason and them talking about some, I still want to help find Charlotte. I got connections with Jack. Girl, he found that bug in the office that you planted. What connections do you still think you have with this man? Like, and even if he does decide to forgive you for that, he might be doing it because at this point he's using you for whatever agenda he has. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame Carly for not fully trusting Jack because that's not somebody I would fully put my trust in. But at the same time, that's not somebody I would want to play either. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done shown her a million times that he can make mountains move. Like, he can move mountains. So what you think he'll do to you if you piss him off? And she still thinks she got connections with him. I don't know about all that. You better pray to God that you still got some in with him. I'm just saying. Because you might have just screwed it up. And that little hit that Spinelli got on Valentine's bank of records or bank account in Zurich, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if I buy that Valentine is in Zurich. I feel like Valentine is a very witty, smart-ass person. Who's to say he not hiding in plain sight? And he just found a way to make it look like he's in Zurich or somewhere. And he really not. He's just trying to throw them off the scent or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a smart enough person to try that. Who knows with him? Valentine always got some type of play. He always got a plan and play. That's what he does. He's a smart individual. So I don't know if I would trust that little transaction that happened in Zurich. I don't know. Like, you're going to have to show me some ATM footage or something to prove that he took that money. And that's where he is. So anyway, moving on from that. This is the first time in a little minute I actually saw Anna trying to be a PCPD cop. Like, look at her sitting there trying to interview Dex and all that. Like, she actually cared. I'm like, man, I keep forgetting sometimes she is a police commissioner. She don't act like it. I'm not surprised that Jocelyn would bring up Sonny and think Sonny was the one who stabbed Dex and whatever. I mean, does Jocelyn not pay attention to current events? Sonny is not thinking about Dex. I can understand why her mind would go there, but it's like if she's been paying attention, to what's been going on in the town lately, she would know. Sonny is not thinking about that boy. He got other pressing business to worry about. He ain't thinking about no damn Dex right now. And I feel like she another one that's naive, thinking that, oh, she thought he would be safer now that he's not working for Sonny. Ma'am, he's a PCPD cop. Cops, it's a noble profession, but it's a highly dangerous one. I mean, anything can happen to an officer at any given time. You know what I'm saying? It's not the safest career, but I can understand why she would think he would be safer. But no, it's not. Things like this are gonna happen. But I'm glad Dex is starting to realize, like, maybe he was targeted. Like, I need y'all to put the pieces together here, because that definitely was not a random stabbing. Like, ain't nobody that damn bold just to randomly stab a police officer. Like, you would have to be mentally insane to start doing that. Like, something, you would have to be off your rocker. So I'm glad he's starting to realize, oh, maybe I was targeted. Yes, you were, sir. That was a targeted hit. It wasn't by accident. I mean, if they're gonna have Jocelyn and Dex as a couple, they need to start investing in them as a couple, because sometimes, like, again, I be forgetting that they're a couple. Until we actually see them together. When we see them together and kissing, I'll be like, oh, y'all are a couple. Oh, okay. I be forgetting. Like, seriously. Like, you hardly see them together anymore. This is the most I've seen them together in a little minute. So, they need to start investing in them as a couple. I'm just saying. It's a pretty decent episode though. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.